Don't know if we'll find anything here, but it's been a while since I was into a Sam's Club. Here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Spin it around and let's go in and check out the liquor selection here. Had to wait a few minutes to get in. Oh, let's take a look over here in the case since it's right here as we walk in. Let's see. We got a Maker's Mark. That's probably that Gates one that we saw just a minute ago. Yeah, Greats of the Gate for $171.63 if anybody's interested there. Got a Blood Oath. This is the Montpelier Sangiovese 124.23 there. Little rabbit hole there. Angel's Image Cast Strength. All right, let me back up here so we can see a little bit better. See what else we got. These kind of basics here. A lot like Costco. Actually, sometimes the prices are a little bit better here than they are at Costco. They've got some Buffalo. They've still got some Woodford 152nd Derby left over. Got some Full Proof 1792, which I'm sure I'll find it down on the floor here as we go to get prices. There's a Maker's Mark Bourbon, Kentucky Straight, and a Bottled and Bond. Got a lot of Bookers up here in the rack. So again, we'll see what they've got as we get a little further along, just seeing what's around. Take a look at what's on the kind of bourbon rack over here. Here's the Heaven Hill Bottled and Bond for $43.47. Full Proof for $45. The Maker's Small Batch and Bottled and Bond. I'll probably pick up a bottle of that Bottled and Bond just to throw it out there. And not much else here. So there's the Evan Williams single barrel. No, I don't understand. This is about $37 in North Carolina. And in Kentucky, it's more expensive. So again, state to state, distributor to distributor, that type of thing, who knows. Changed my mind. Did not wind up buying anything there. The Members Mark was and is Barton juice, stated it on it. Got a lot of Barton juice. Didn't see a reason to pick it up. Just another bottle to have to find space for. So thought I'd pass on that one, and we will see what we find further down the road. All right, I'm gonna take a chance that I'll be able to film here this time. Been here a couple of times, got a really good selection. It's called LaRue Liquors, maybe LaRue Discount Liquors, but that's it here. It's in LaRue County, Kentucky, south of E-Town, north of Hodgenville. Good little store. Let's just see if I can film or not. So we've got a Full Proof here for $54.99. Sorry, it's a little tight right in here. And some Bottled and Bond for $38.99. And there's some single barrel down here that I don't see a price on. This looks like it's just kind of stock. There's a lot of stuff behind the counter, but even a lot of stuff on the counter. So $22.99 for liters of 101. No, that's a 750. Sorry, thought it was a liter. Old Barton, like we see it a lot here in Kentucky. I'm going to get back up here toward the main section and show what they have. So Buffalo Trace 750s there for $25.99. It's Woodford. This is just a standard Woodford Reserve. Got Weller Reserve, Special Reserve for $42.99 on 750. Got a lot of the 117 series. So you got some Prohibition Still Proof. That's a really good one. The Warehouse Eyes are very good. Extra old, not for me. Just too oaky on that one. But $65, exactly the right price. Just kind of some of your basics here. And then we get into some flavored things there a little bit further over. Evan Williams single barrel vintage there. Then again, just some basic stuff here. We've got some Saz 100 here, liters, $39.99. Make sure I'm getting that in there. I have it hold with my offhand here. First Saz 125 I've seen in quantity. There's a couple of cases of it. Don't see a price on it from this side anyway. And some Bowman Port Barrel at $42.99. All right, so we just got some basics. Got Mary Dowling here, which we see a bit of, Rattle and Snap. Some Monk's Road. I've been seeing more Monk's Road around. Got some Holiday, Rickhouse Proof, soft red wheat, and then regular soft red wheat, bottled and bond. We've got the 13th Colony Cast Strength Rye, $96. Got the regular bourbon, got the 113th with maple wood spirals there, and then we have got the Cast Strength Bourbon at $95. I would steer anyone to kind of stay away from this one, this Club Blue. Not very good. That experimental series in Rye and Naranja turned out pretty well there. And some Larrikin. There's a Barrel House Select. I've talked about that in a couple of videos recently. That's the small batch. The single barrel and barrel proof are excellent. You got the Larrikin Decade. Those are not, I'm kind of surprised still finding those around, honestly. The High Wheat Rye here, very, very good bottle. And then the Larrikin Single Barrel, that one is 119 proof, 8 year. Some Yuling Stations with the early Old Dominic there. Bardstown Origin, the Duck Club, and then the Duck Club High Brass. Really good bottle for the money. Really good bottle for any money. Keep moving around here. We got some Row 94. It's Dirk Bentley's whiskey out of Green River. There for $38.99. $60 on McKenna 10. $59.99, best price I believe I've seen on E.H. Taylor Small Batch. And as you can see, they've got a little bit of it. There's 3 cases right there. Four Roses OBSK, OESK, and OBSF at $49.99. Several cases there. Booker's $99. Right now in North Carolina, this is at some great prices. $69.99 in North Carolina right now for this month. All right, the other side of this one. So it looks like pretty much the same. Got some Jeff the Creed here I didn't call out on the other side. Got the Bottled and Bond, the 4 grain, the red, white, and blue, and the 6-year wheated there. More Bardstown over here. There is a Disco 13, 2 of them. Those went missing quickly when they came out. Then it looks like they've come back. Some Redwood Empire, some Bro Brothers, don't know it. RD1, some Beardstown over there. All right, let's get the other side here. So we got your Basil Hayden. Some Knob Creeks here. It's an old 120 single barrel. 12, 10, 18 sitting on the shelf. Been a lot of that around. I'll just kind of go in a section here because it's tight in the store. JW Dant, great bottle. Bottled and Bond is anyway. Old Grandad 7 sitting on the shelf for $39, $40. There's some Old Dominic regular there, the Tennessee whiskey. It's your very old Bartons that are allocated in parts of the country for some reason. JTS Brown, Bottled and Bond there, $17. Great bottle to put on your bar. Some Waddy Boone up here. That's coming out of Preservation in Bardstown, just up the road from where we are actually. Green River Honey. They've got the wheated full proof here. I've seen quite a bit of 250th here. Kind of glad to see it with it coming up with our 250th anniversary, not of the country, not just the Army. But a really good bottle there. Full proof. Your Elijah Craig's, your Larceny's, there's some James E. Pepper. All right, so there's my old Kentucky home up there, Boundary Oak. I don't know that I've seen that bottle, and I don't see it on the shelf here anywhere as of yet. Then we've got another rack over here. So there's some Keeper's Release. There's the Heart Release. So you got all 3 of them here. And then you got the Stewards for this year. There is a Wood Finishing Series, BEP, still here on the shelf. I actually bought one out of here not too long ago. New Riff Duet. You've seen us just recently do a review on that, the beer finish. Come around the side here. Wild Turkey 8. Don't see a price on those, but we about know where those are going to be. Get your Pursuit, Double Oaked Bourbon and Rye. These are your, I don't know whether this would be the first release or if these are the second release before they did the Chinkapin. Hardin's Creek, you got all 3 of those. Bushwoods, Traveler Full Proof, just as bad as the regular. There's the 125 for $144.99. That's the 4-year batch on the Willet here. These are 126 proof, 109.6 proof, and 109.2 proof at $77.99 or $75. Let's see what we got down here. I got some Calumet 12 in the old bottle down there. It's a Bourbon County, what is that? Bourbon County Stout in Heaven Hill bottled and bond barrels, right? So we got some short barrel 5 B's Knees. This is all Kentucky. We tried one of these with a friend last weekend, and it was the 5-state honey. So this one is the Kentucky honey. And that is $99.99, just where it ought to be. There's 1924. I don't see it. Oh, there it is, 129. I saw it for 119 and 129 all season. There's the Blanton's Red there for 200. That's what I see it for, if I see it. Got the Penelope. Oh, we might have the new one here. That's the black walnut. I have a feeling this is going to be the blackberry. Sure enough, there's a blackberry. Probably pick up one of those. All right, let's get back behind the counter and see where all the goody good is. There's a 114 single barrel Granddad. A little bit cheaper on the Blantons than what I've been seeing at $80. Got the Blenders Edition, quite a bit of it too. Don't see a price on that. The Old Fitz Bottled and Bond at $63.99. So we got Weller Special Reserve. We already saw the price on that. We got some John J. Bowman single barrel, small batch, and port barrel. I think we saw prices there. There's a Woodford Sonoma triple. That's been around for a little bit. Some Holiday, more Weller. There's Finest Oak for $120. I've seen a pretty good amount of Finest Oak this week so far. May not have seen it all on camera, but have seen that one. And I've seen it for as low as $99 and about $120. There's some Sweet Wheat for $69. There's some Lucky 7. Looks like they got some bottles, some tasting things over here. There's that Maker's The Gates. I've seen that a couple of times. There's Infinite 2 for $2.25. There's None for Granted from 2025 Little Book for $160. And more of the Maker's Gates there. Oh. The Barrel Symphony from 13th Colony, a blend of straight bourbon whiskey and rye whiskey. So their own boob rye. Didn't know about that one. How about that? 87% of it is straight bourbon for 6 years, and 13% is straight rye for 7 years. Something you only see in a few select stores is the Japanese release version of Wild Turkey 12. That's $200. That is going to be a Japanese release of Wild Turkey 8-year for $80. There's some Logic Craig 18 back there, some Baker's 13. That is $160. I think that's about where that was, where that rests. Let's see, Midwinter Night Strand for $250. Nog 21, I don't see a price on. Some Old Lovell Batch 1, that's the 114 proof. There for $189. Those tend to vary a little bit, but they're kind of in that ballpark. Willet 8-year wheated there for $250, which is, probably maybe $20 high than the norm. Star Hill Farms 2026 for $129. That's maybe $25 heavy there. There's the Woodford rye there, that 125.1 proof, $199. I think it was $129 at the distillery. We've got a Buckner's 13. We've got some Calumet, got some Blue Rinds. Nothing really special in those. Let's see, we've got a Hazmat American Light Penelope here at 140.2 for $150. Got the Penelope F Cancer. That is the barrel strength version for $89. There's a Rio for $150. I don't know on those whether that's a good price or not. It's been odd this week. I've seen Eagle Rare 10-year priced above E.H. Taylor Small Batch. Kind of odd. I mean, like $5, so not huge, nothing like that. So let's see here. There's the OFO 1924. We've seen that. Ofo Single Barrel Rye, Warehouse Eye. Second time today I've seen President's Choice. That's $100 cheaper than I saw it earlier. These are bundles, so you can get the single oak remake of barrel number 80 here with the new bottle and the Heaven Hill grain to glass non-chinkapin for $180. Honestly, that's exactly retail on those. I got an Eagle 12 bundled with a Saz 100, which is an excellent bottle, by the way. And then I Charter Oak, Finest Oak, so for $229. So about 35, 135. So $229.98 on the bundle there. On that, then we got Blanton's, got about all of them here. Here's the green box, 700 milliliter, 80 proofer. I think that's a Japan release. Then we've got the straight from the barrel. I do not see a price on that one. The red, which we saw at 200, gold is at 250, so I'd expect that one to be up there a bit. And then the black for 250. So again, I'm not real up on those and what they are. Let's see, we got some Old Carter Batch 17, which I've already got at 250. Get the Blanton's Airport bottles there at 19. Got a few BTACs back here. So let's see, you got a George T. Stagg. That is a 142.8, so that's 2025's release for 900. Thomas H. Handy for 500. That is, I believe, the 25 release. William LaRue Weller for 13. I don't know what year. I didn't keep up with the proof on that one. Baumburgers and Shinks got 2025 and let's see, 2025, both of those there. The toasted barrel finish Michter's there. We got Stagg 26A for 175. Elmer T. Lee, CYPB, Weller single barrel. We got the rainbow. The whole rainbow, 110 on the Weller 107, not too bad. We got straight rye, we've got barrel proof, and we've got single barrel in the A.H. Taylor sitting here. So again, a great selection, fairly small store. There's also a birthday bourbon there that I walked past at 700. That is 2025. I don't think there's anything else I have not seen. Now let's see what I can do while I'm here, and then I'll check back in out the car. All right, walking out of LaRue Discount Liquors, was able to film there. Really nice people. Didn't get to meet the owner, but he did give me the okay. Did pick up a couple of bottles. There is the new Penelope Blackberry Old Fashioned. So I'm going to take that back and we'll give that a try. I'm sure Megan will like it. And then I was able to pick up a 13th Colony that I had never seen before. This is composition number 1, Barrel Symphony. It's got a Boo Rye. I know you're not supposed to use that term because High West has it copyrighted or something. So this is Indiana bourbon aged in Americus, Georgia, which is all of 13th Colony and what they do. And it comes in at 116.2 proof. So we'll give that one a try, see what we think of it. Here again at Big O Smiley's Liquor in Hodgenville, just down the road from E-Town. So let's see what we got here. E.H. Taylor Small Batch, $65.99. Eagle Rare 10, $55.99. Now see, that's reversed from where I was seeing it in some other stores. So interesting. Best deal on Blanton's by about a penny, but still best deal. Case stack of Blanton's there for $79.99. We've got the Heaven Hill grain to glass. Again, don't know which batch. So 2024. That would have been the first batch of that was done. Saz 125, Saz 100. Very, very good bottles, by the way. Some Sam Houston small batch 15-year there. Right on the money on price. Some J. Mattingly. Some Lincoln Pinch out of Franklin, Kentucky. Some Cooper's Craft. We've got the 100. And then we've got, don't see this often. This may have been sitting around for a while. The 82.2 proof there. The Old Fit 7, seen a lot of that. Don't see this very often. Now, that's got a little dust on it, so that may have been around for a little while. The rye there at 99. Some 1792, bottled and bond, small batch. Jefferson's, if you're interested in that type of thing. So what do we got back here? Some Redemption there, the 88 proof. There's Stagg sitting on the shelf for 150. That is 25B, second best of the 2025 batches to me. Barrel proof, E.H. Taylor for $199, single barrel for $149, rye for $129. and the small batch there for $65.99. There's an older disco there. That's disco 6. Price is a little up there at $199. Normally these are $140. There's little book 1 there. The infinite 1, sorry. They've got a few things behind the counter. I'll slip back there. I may have to ask some prices, but they don't have a lot, but what they've got, pretty good. All right, there's the extra. That's the extra old. That's even oakier. They must have produced a ton of that because there's a lot of it sitting in places. All right, we got the President's Choice Bourbon there from Ofone. Eagle 12. Got a 6-year purple top. Got Heaven Hill 22. I have not seen any of that so far this week. Got Parker's Heritage 11 year. Okay, and Heaven Hill Grain to Glass, that's a 2025 release, so that's batch 2 on that. And the Maker's The Gates, again, seen a fair amount of that this week. Just give me an idea of the price on the... I don't know the price. Don't know? We just got it today. Okay, all right. Maybe that's why I'm seeing so much of it. You just got it today. Okay. All right. Is it in your system? Do you know? If you scan it? I don't know, I'm just asking. It's not my favorite bourbon, but... $3.99. Okay, I've seen it for $3.99 and I've seen it for $2.99. So you're on par with what I'm seeing. A little Elmer T. Lee back there. I think probably the best price I've seen on Elmer T. Lee today, but the best price I've seen in years, other than in a control state. But that was $149. That's the best price I've been seeing. So, y'all, okay, yeah, you got the Wellers here. You got the Rainbow. Because you don't have the green label, but I think you got that out there.
Yep, 35.
CYPB is one more people are looking for. How much is that one?
I think it's $2.99.
$2.99. I've seen it for $2.99. I've seen it for $2.49, and I've seen it for $4.99. So a little bit of everything out there. Straight from the barrel. How about that one?
Blanton?
Yeah, the Blanton straight from the barrel.
$2.69.
$2.69. Yep. Okay. And that's got some older Kentucky Owl down there, the batch 10. That's been a few years, I believe, on that. And I saw you got these sitting out on the shelf at a good price on them too, on the E.H. Taylors. So, yeah, I mean, folks, it is, let's see, it is June 24th as I'm recording this. So it's probably not going to air for a couple of months, but it's still a good store to come to. Whether they have this here or not, it's still a good store. They get a good selection. And their pricing is good and getting better. So they match prices. Okay. All right. There you go. They match prices. So I don't think I missed anything. All right. So I didn't pick anything up in this store. Just didn't have anything that I really needed. But here's what I say. Availability is absolutely getting stronger. Prices are getting better. Anytime that a store owner, manager, employee will tell you that they match prices, you can tell that things are getting softer. I saw today, earlier today, in the Chuck Slickers video that I did in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Clearly, they have not gotten on the price yet, and they are sitting on a bunch of older store picks. So things are going to have to change there. They have a chain of about 5 stores there in town, and so clearly they're going to have to update their pricing a little bit and get some things moving for them. So exactly the same problem the distilleries have right now, and that's why you're seeing more and more of it. So anyway, like great bourbon, our videos get better with time, and take care of yourselves.